Hey, what's up everybody? Hau, Rockstar Realtor with Elite Realty. I'm the realtor, you're the rock star, and today I'm doing a drive-through of the Cliffs Village. Are you ready to rock with me? Are you ready to roll? Well, we're gonna roll. See you on the other side. All right, everybody, I am excited, really excited to show you around the Cliffs Village. I just think this area is awesome. And as I'm driving up here, you'll see this is one of the entrances to the Cliffs. And behind it, it clearly has iconic ridges of Summerlin South. And you can see I've got a new camera on my system here, so I'm really, really excited to be able to show you things as I drive by them. What's in front of me, and you'll see what's to the left of me as well. So I'm gonna talk a lot about what I'm seeing and what I know about the area, and just generally how awesome I think it is, especially if you don't live here, or you know, if you're on the other side of town and you want to know what the Cliffs is all about. Well, this will be a great little tour of the area. And I'm going to show you some areas that are not just in the Cliffs Village, but just outside of it, that I think are just super, really, really cool that you live right next to these areas. So right now, we're gonna head over to, we got Jade Ridge and Terra Luna. I'm just gonna kind of take you on the exterior of these communities. If I happen to see a gate I can get into, we'll go inside, but for now, I wanna keep it simple. You see these, that's a nice, beautiful little park area as you enter here. And this is a pretty darn new elementary school. Schools are important, so I'm going to be pointing them out. This is Shelley Berkeley Elementary School. Shelley Berkeley was a congresswoman out here, and she got a school named after her. Good for you, Shelley. So as I pull into here onto the right, I believe you have Terra Luna, and to the left, it's Jade Ridge. Okay, so you're gonna, it's kind of a dead end here. This is quite literally the end of where Summerlin South ends, okay? Summerlin South does have an end, and as a musician I saw last night says, everything has an end. But it's not a sad end. It's actually pretty awesome. So I'm right here. There are model homes available by Taylor Morrison over here. So if you're interested in a home, a brand new home in Summerlin South, well, this could be the spot for you. They've got 4 model homes we can show you. So, hey, give me a ring. Throw a rock through my window with a note tied around it. As long as you keep that note on there, I'll be happy. And so right now we're driving through this community that you can actually buy a new home in. This is a little rare right now because a lot of the projects are already built out. Now there's some that are coming, but most of the ones that are available have been built out. As we drive through the modern exteriors that they have, they of course have modern interiors as well. I like modern. I don't know about you. Just on the other side of this community, I'm going to show you a couple of cool things. You have the elementary school I already showed you, but we have a junior high school as well that is over there, and that's Fias Junior High School. I think I'm saying that correctly. I could be saying it wrong. Fast, maybe it's fast. Right here on the other side, could you imagine having a home right here? You're just gonna make your kids salivate over Wet and Wild. There's a water park right behind your house. Yeah, that's a kid's dream right there, I gotta tell you. And if your kids are happy, well, I understand that you are happy as well. So yeah, lots of building going on. Oh, did you know they're building a lot of stuff in Vegas? It's kind of been the story of my life. I've been here all my life, and they build a lot in Vegas. They always have. Pretty much only one time where things slowed down, and that was after 2008. And even then, they were still building. That's a quick look around over here at Jade Ridge, which is a Taylor Morrison community. Originally, William Lyon Homes was the Taylor Morrison bought out William Lyon Homes out here. And oh, the gate's open here. Maybe I can get into Terra Luna. Tri-Point Homes over here. It looks like they do have some lots that might be available over here. Tri-Point Homes really like their modern exteriors and their modern interiors. So I told you that William Lyons was bought out by Taylor Morrison. Well, Pardee Homes was bought out by Tri-Point. All right, these right here, I think these were originally model homes, and now they've moved them over here to the ones that they have available. They just have a couple of model homes that are available here. And it's really nice to be able to show you that with my side camera. Yeah! We're working on technology around here, folks. I don't know about you, but I like things that help make my days easier. These are would-be lots that are available. I think they're finishing up the ones that are going to be this way. This is all future home site stuff here. So there you go, Terra Luna, real quick through Terra Luna. I'm going to give you a quick look at what the junior high school and what Wet and Wild looks like. So if you lived over here, you have Onyx Point. This is all built out. Onyx Point is done. Lots of one-story neighborhood there. Not a lot of resales come on in the Cliffs, but when they do, they pop. They sell fast. You know, selling fast is kind of par for the course in Vegas right now, but in particular this area. Just so everybody knows, Summerlin South is Summerlin. Of course, it's an extension of Summerlin. It's the newest part of Summerlin. And basically you have Summerlin North, which was the original Summerlin areas. And there's a bunch of villages in there. You have Summerlin West, and there's a bunch of villages in there. And there really is no Summerlin East per se. For whatever reason, we don't really have a Summerlin East. Of course, there's an eastern part. There's a part where Summerlin starts, but it's really the west part of Vegas. And so, Summerlin South it became between the west and the south are all the newest areas of Summerlin. I happen to think Summerlin South is just the supreme. I think that no matter what you're looking for, you're going to find really awesome homes in Summerlin South. A great expanse of different types. Whether you're looking for the highest of, the creme de la creme, the very best properties that you can find, like the Summit, or something that's very awesome like the Ridges, or an established community like Red Rock, country club type community, you're gonna find it all there. And then you have what I'm showing you today, which is the Cliffs Village. Right now I'm passing by Fass. It's spelled F-A-I-S-S. If you want to tell me how that's pronounced, I actually know the principal here, so I should know how to. So we have a cool park that's on the exterior. This is actually not part of Summerlin South that I'm driving through right now. It is on the exterior of Summerlin South. And this is Fass Park. And right over here, you see that we have Wet and Wild. Wet and Wild, yes. But Wet and Wild was on the Strip when I was a kid. It was on the Las Vegas Strip. Well, I do have some great memories of that. Being in Vegas during the summer, I think a water park is somewhat essential. It's pretty awesome to have a water park that you can go to and cool off and be a kid. When they built Wet and Wild over here, none of these homes were here except for on the eastern part, over on the other side of Fort Apache here. It was just Wet and Wild, and that's about it. I'm going to tell you about a couple of things just growing up being in Vegas. as a kid. Right down the street here, Fort Apache, as this road goes down, it loops around in kind of a mountainside, part of the ridge that will continue on down the western ridge of the valley here. And that area when I was a kid was known as the caves, because they had these gypsum mines that were literally caves, huge caves, that we would go and hang out in. We'd throw rock shows out there and party out there. Like growing up in Vegas was fun, you know. It was just a lot of desert, and you'd go out in the middle of the desert. And now, you know, many years later, they have built up all of this. None of this was here. There was a custom built home here and there, you know, somebody built in the middle of nowhere. There would be those types of homes, kind of spread out, lots of horse property and dirt roads that would take you up to this mountainside that you can see right there. And oh, by the way, we're going to pass the junior high school here, so you know proximity wise how close that is. I'm also going to show you Bishop Gorman. I've got a video on Bishop Gorman there that'll give you some more information, but we're going to drive by that. As a kid, you drive up Rainbow Road, which is east of here, and then you drive up a dirt road, I don't know, about a mile or so, maybe longer, and then you drive, you know, through the desert up to the caves. And we would have these high school parties there. In my group of friends, those parties are legendary. And also, speaking of the cliffs, kind of a sad note in a way, but Lake Mead had this area that we would go to called the Cliffs. And it was cliff diving. We would just dive off huge cliffs. It was great. The sad part of it is that those cliffs the water has receded so much that there is no water where those cliffs were. So, boo. Right now, I'm gonna take you down the road that leads us through the front, basically the frontage area of the cliffs. I think it's really awesome. I think it looks cool. It has sort of like a fortress look. So I want to be able to show you that as I drive down Grand Canyon Road. Grand Canyon Road is about the eastern part of where the Summerlin South goes to. On this side of the road, that's not Summerlin South. On this side of the road, this is Summerlin South. You can see they very tall walls, but some of these properties you'll see they have amazing views of the city as they were situated. All of this is Cliffs Village. All right, I'm approaching one of those fortress pieces of the cliffs here that I think are just super sweet. Look at these houses up here at the top, the views that they have, and this very cool like lookout tower thing. Very cool. I'll give you a good look at that as I turn. And it goes further down south that way. Love the way these houses look here. I would certainly take living in one of these houses, no problem. Maybe one day I will, if I decide to move. And as we go along here, you see that these houses, well, they've got some pretty pimpy views of the city. Here's another area of entrance into the cliffs. And that just takes you up and through. The cliffs kind of butts up with the next village over is the Mesa. Where I'm headed now is going to be to loop you back around through the Mesa back into the cliffs. But first, we're going to drive by Bishop Gorman. Because Bishop Gorman, they were forward looking when they built out here. Bishop Gorman was originally on Maryland Parkway, which is central east part of Vegas, and now Bishop Gorman is here. Oh, and by the way, my tennis coach, good old Craig Witcher, he's the tennis coach for Bishop Gorman. So I'm lucky to have a very good coach that helps me, well, with a lot of things. Here we go on into Summerlin. Summerlin lets you know when you're in Summerlin. If you go right coming up, you're in the mesas. And to the left, where Bishop Gorman is at, as we're driving by a pretty large campus that Bishop Gorman has here. I mean, they've got a large campus, and of course their athletics are a big part of their their notoriety, and they've got a lot of facility for that. Over here to the right, that's going to be mesas, and here this is actually still part of the mesas. And then as we go this way, more Bishop Gorman to the left of me, and as we go this way, you will see the Cliffs sign welcoming you to the Cliffs. And I hope you like these really dandy views of the background of the ridges back here, the ridges of Summerlin South. There's the football field, folks. Yeah, Bishop Gorman, mucho strong football. Here we are going into the Cliffs, and they have lovely park that kind of separates the two villages. And as I drive through here, this is going to be the final part of the video here. But I tell you what, if you're looking to look at one of these properties, if you're like, hey Rob, show me around the Cliffs, well, my number is 702-461-7175. 702-461-7175. You can call me on that number anytime. You can throw a rock through my window with a note tied around it. I'll be ready when you are. I'm doing a roundabout right now. How about that? I'm successfully doing a roundabout. Not everybody in Vegas can successfully maneuver a roundabout like I can. So I just want to let everybody know. I can go up here, Sky Post Way, and show you a little bit of these houses that also have views. They just kind of stack up, and a lot of modern exteriors and interiors over here. Gotta love it. This is Ironwood and Granite Heights. Very, very pimpy little houses over here. So let's go peek at Granite Heights. Gates open. Toll Brothers, I think they're pretty much wrapping up the last of their building here. So, as a matter of fact, I'm almost positive they don't have any lots available over here anymore. Not new ones. They're just wrapping it up. Get some of these exteriors and try to drive by. I'm going to drive by these, Curtis, so you can show some of those cool exteriors, and hopefully you're catching some of these up on the ridge here. There you go. Park that separates the two areas. Here's these Toll Brothers. If you know me, you know I like Toll Brothers, but that's not saying a lot because a lot of people like Toll Brothers. Well, they did a great job with these here. Some of these were built a few years ago, and while still people like the stacked stone, it's not quite as modern as it used to be, right? It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna cry if I have an exterior that looks like that one. But the stacked stone is falling out of favor just a little bit. And you know what, actually there's a certain type of stacked stone that is still very modern. So I guess it's just about the right stacked stone. Here we go, folks. We're gonna go over here. On the other side we have Ironwood. Fantastic community. Nice little common area that separates the two. you will see in the mornings. Now, right now I'm driving around in the middle of the afternoon. It's a little warm out still. We're about to get to our freaking fantastic time of year for weather in Vegas. But right now it's still a little bit warm. But when you come around here in the morning, you'll see people running around, walking their dogs. They want to get out and enjoy all the pathways and areas that are here. You have this little Oak Leaf Park right here. What do you say we check out Oak Leaf Park? And right here, that's a pickleball court. You might not be able to tell, but that's a pickleball court right there. Pickleball, fastest growing sport out there. And this is a beautiful little park. What do you say? You're gonna agree with me, that's what you're gonna say. All right. And we also have Regency by Toll Brothers, 55 plus community. They're down to only certain types of property that are available in there. What you'll see me say a lot is that they're closing out a lot of these neighborhoods. Yeah, if you didn't get in on them, well, you're gonna have to wait till a resale comes up. Sorry, folks. It's not me, it's just the way of the world. Look at that beautiful view! Woo! Look at those views. Few views. This right now will eventually be a guard gated scenario. Actually, currently a guard gated scenario. All right, thank you, you too. In time, you're not going to see that kind of ability to get into into this community. So here are some of the exteriors that you can find in Regency at Summerlin South. There's the sales center. You're looking for a Summerlin South house. It's in a 55 plus community. Well, you have this one and you have Trilogy. This is definitely more of a, single family residence style home in these areas over here. The model homes were for sale, I believe. Yes, they are. You can see that they have those signs up. They may still be for sale. I know they will be popular. They're probably going to cost a little bit. But I'm going to tell you one thing about spending money on your primary residence. It just melts away if you're happy every day. The money you spend on your home melts away if you're happy every day. If you make the right choice to purchase a great home that you're happy and you look at, sometimes we're basically at home all the time now. People are working from home and all that. There's just nothing makes you happier than knowing that you've made the right choice with your home. So all through here, they of course have the community center, amenity center, and they do have regular tennis courts and they have pickleball courts. Folks, this is a good little spot. I think I could be 55 plus over here, no problem. And then seeing views like this as I exit my community. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching today's video. I've got a lot more where that came from. If you like driving around with me, let me know. Let me know you made it this far. I think this might be a little bit of a longer video. And if you made it this far, you know what to do. Give yourself a gold star in the comments. If you have questions, shout them out to me. I'm always here for you. And if you want to see anything in Summerlin South, or really in Las Vegas in general, even in Henderson, I'm your guy, Rob Hau, ROCKSTAR Realtor with Elite Realty. I'm the realtor, you're the rock star, and now you know how to do Summerlin South. So give me a call when you're ready, 702-461-7175. Have a fantastic day, and check out this final view as I drive by the cliffs. Thanks for joining me, folks.